Hello and welcome to Last Week in AWS. I'm Corey Quinn. I took and passed my Cloud Practitioner certification last week, then attempted to take my SysOps Associate cert because I have some partner requirement things mandating this. But Pearson VUE remains Amazon's vendor of choice for certifications, and they can't seem to be able to staff appropriately to handle appointments. That saga is still unfolding, but you can expect me to do a full write-up once that issue resolves. I'm not pleased, but you should be if you're in New York City next week. The night before the AWS Summit, I'm holding a drink up at Val de Nuit at 6 p.m. Please, show up. Let me buy you a drink. This week, I'm on an adventure to Seattle with my daughter, where we will not be touring an AWS office, because who does something like that to a kid? And now, what happened last week in AWS? Amazon DocumentDB announces IAM database authentication. Before the Amazon Basics MongoDB customers get too excited, the primary user can only be authenticated using existing password-based auth, so you're not going full passwordless yet, buddy. This episode's been sponsored by our friends at Panoptica, part of Cisco. This is one of those real rarities where it's a security product that you can get started with for free, but also scale to enterprise grade. Take a look. In fact, if you sign up for an enterprise account, they'll even throw you one of the limited, heavily discounted AWS Skill Builder licenses they got, because believe it or not, unlike so many companies out there, they do understand AWS. To learn more, please visit panoptica.app/lastweekinaws. That's panoptica.app/lastweekinaws. Amazon Redshift Query Editor v2 now supports 100 megabyte file uploads. If your query is 100 megabytes of text, you're terrible at databases. We should hang out and start a club. Amazon TimeSync service expands microsecond accurate time to 27 EC2 instance types. Bring them to the lower end, smaller instances next, please, because this should be global. Announcing Amazon Workspaces Pools, a new feature of Amazon Workspaces. I do not understand this. It's a pool of workspaces that result in each user getting a fresh desktop every time they spin one up. Is it some kind of end run around a monthly license fee nonsense or something? Why do this at all? What does it gain customers? AWS Code Build supports ARM-based workloads using AWS Graviton 3. Cool. Hey, listen, Graviton 4 was announced at reInvent 8 months ago. Has anyone seen a peep out of those instances yet? No? They're still in preview? Weird. Few things are better for your career and your company than achieving more expertise in the cloud. Security improves, compensation goes up, employee retention skyrockets. Panoptica, a cloud security platform from Cisco, has created an academy of free courses just for you. Head on over to academy.panoptica.app to get started. Optimizing Amazon Simple Queue Service, SQS, for speed and scale. It is wild to me that AWS's oldest service, because its beta does predate S3's, still sees enhancements 20 years later. And finally, 10 ways to improve your AWS operations. Number 11. Somewhere in your DevOps group is an employee named Steven. Fire Steven immediately. And that's what happened last week in AWS. I'm Corey Quinn. Let's have fun.